I'm the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some garbage.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New Orleans Saints. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Here we go, gotta go. Five down. Five down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Second down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They find some open field here. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to rifle one deep left. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Taylor. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Well, a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Tyler Davison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Play action. Now Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Oh, fighting off the defender, and that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that, and even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Taylor. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Taylor. And Eifert has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They go play action with Taylor. Flush to his right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Z. Ready. Flag, 32.
On third down, Taylor. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Taylor on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up. Go Delta.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Kidder here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Go Delta. Leo. Go Delta. Leo. 5 down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Throw. Ready. Flag.
On first down, it's Taylor. Caught. Hayford over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Taylor now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Taylor going deep downfield for Roll. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down on the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under. Z.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Under. Ready. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. First down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler. Able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his second punt. He'd take a He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, Taylor. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey. 4 down. Z.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Taylor, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brendan, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Delta, get wide, Delta.
Bridgewater on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Delta. Delta.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. It jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Cut. 250. Get wide now. Delta. Go Delta. Hurry up, hurry up. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 13 yards that time of the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Delta.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor going deep for Eifert. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 319. Z.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Michael Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Delta.
Bridgewater now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hurry up, here we go. Fire!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively. Making sure that one didn't find its target.
Here they come, here they come, here they go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Here's Ginn. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Get wide now.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Fire down. Hey.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. And here Here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bullock good on the extra point. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Bridgewater to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Oh, some strong running. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, and I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class.
squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Lil' watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor.